football season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So don't say nothing. Alpha, 44, Mike, 44. It's our time.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will get it at the 20. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run with Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater completes it to Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry for Davis. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 39.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow, yellow. Our double lane. All day, baby. All day, all day. Shit, shit.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, 50, yellow, 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 yellow. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now Mahomes going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. On 1st down, Davis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Screenplay. Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. After the penalty, it's Davis. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think
it's caught at the 10. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He's got it. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Ty Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes our score 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
36.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
44.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And it'll be 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Be ready. 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Again, it's Davis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Bengals 17, Chiefs 7.
Davis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he's going to get this back to the 3 yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on it. Get it on
50-yard line.
44.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on first down. Davis. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll run it again here with Davis. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number one stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Here's Davis now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check the call. Mike 50. 6 man.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Give him 28 yards on that one. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. On 1st down, it's Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go again with Davis. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. I go on. Watch the slant.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now it's Mahomes again. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Exit. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
One final try for Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And here he'll get it.